Muy buenas a todos, muchachadas, estamos en un nuevo vídeo de Trauma Team y Arpiman desde Under Games y nos toca un capítulo de Tomoe Tachibana, Close Change. Close, que no cerrado ni ropa. Cambio de Cloe.
Please listen. Black bruises are a sign of this disease. Upon confirmation, tell a doctor and isolate the patient. Minimize contact to prevent nosocomial infection.
Yes.
No sé si me voy a acabar este juego hoy. Tengo que decir que todos estos capítulos los estoy jugando hoy sábado. Y a ver si puedes hacerlo todo el tirón. ¡El tirón!
You're Miss Alyssa, right?
Alisa.
Hello. I'm Tomoe Tachibana. I'm a doctor here.
Donde sí soy Tomoe bastaba, amiga.
What's that you have there? I won't take it. Can you show me?
You won't get mad?
¿Te vas a cabrear?
No, of course not. I promise.
This kitty's...
Oh my, a cat? Is she your friend?
Uh-huh. Her name's Cloe. She hasn't been feeling
Vamos a tener que
well.
operar a la gata. No me jodas.
It seems she swallowed something. She'll be fine.
Really?
Alyssa.
Nami!
Yummy.
I'm sorry to bother you, Dr. Tachibana. Is that Cloe?
I was looking at her. It appears she swallowed something.
Oh, for Pete's sake, again? This cat is a real handful. An inflammation in her mouth? Alyssa, go back to your room.
Okay. See you later, Tomoe.
It could be a bacteria. I'll take a closer look at it.
I know how serious it is here. Are you sure this is okay?
To ignore the small while fighting giants is against honor. Cloe is a precious friend to Miss Alyssa, after all.
Vamos a operar un gato.
This is a great hospital. All right, I'll assist you.
Y la vas a... venga.
I'd be glad to accept your help, Dr.
Con
Kimishima.
toda la gente que hay por aquí y
Naomi's
venga.
fine, Miss Tomoe.
Y venga. Sí.
The objective is to extract the four...
Yes, animals are much smaller than...
Indeed. There are inflammations in Chloe's... There may be other problems. Let us...
Understood.
Fíjate los huevos con las dos manos. O sea, 12 doctoras magníficas con un gato.
Let's begin the operation. We'll be extracting the foreign object that Chloe...
No problem. I'm more concerned about this.
Indeed. We don't know what will happen.
What's this?
Could they have been caused by whatever she swallowed?
Wow, ha ido justísimo porque no veía nada.
The ulcer is gone. Now treating the rest of the affected areas.
Me ha pasado.
We've treated everything around here. Let's move on to the next area.
¿Qué es eso?
We found the foreign object.
Is that some kind of bone?
Se ha comido un hueso que...
What? Focus?
This... It's secreted when microorganisms... But a colony inside a living organism?
Considering the pathological change, I'm going to retrieve the focus so we can... What?
Hostia.
The focus burst. The inner wall's black.
There's no mistake. These are the same conditions as the infection that caused...
We must treat the effect...
A ver, de primera vamos a subir las constantes.
Has it calmed down? You're very skip. Calm down. The discolored area.
Understood.
Vale, básicamente han dicho que todo ha bajado un poco. La mancha negra ha bajado, así que continuamos con el tratamiento. Bueno, es que aquí con un jeringazo le subimos muchísimo las constantes en un momento.
It's as we thought. This pathological change, we can't let it go on.
It'll be rough, but there's no other option.
The discolored area has been reduced. Continuing the treatment.
That massive numbers of affected areas.
Yes.
She hasn't stabilized yet. The same effect.
If so...
That's right. If we haven't found it by now, it must have reached...
I'm going to begin searching the larger...
Of course. Why wouldn't... Doctor, it appears that we haven't... Deal with all of them. Now.
Ahora pues cambiamos de zona.
There's no sign of the bone.
Let's proceed through the small intestine.
Cloe is difficult because she's so small. Please, be more careful. This is odd. How could there be so many
Strange indeed.
We're done here. Let's keep moving. Hey, this isn't like operating on a human. You need to be careful.
We've located affected areas. I'll begin treatment immediately.
It's turned into a...
Yes.
Vale, otra vez ha petado el programita.
Around here. Let's move on to the next area.
Vamos a la siguiente área. Antes estabilicemos. Y ahora sí, continuamos. Vamos a continuar por donde. Por ahí.
Moving inside Cloe is difficult because she's so small. Please be more careful. Hey, this isn't like operating on a human. You need to be careful.
Mala leche me entra con esto.
There's affected areas here too. Could you please begin treating them?
This area has been treated. Let's proceed further.
Pues sigamos por el estómago del gato. Tócate los cojones. Por lo que sea, está aquí cerca ya. Estamos al lado.
We found the remaining
So there was another. Treat the nearby affected.
Antes vamos a tratar el resto de zonas. Estoy apuntando, cojones.
Moving inside Chloe is difficult because she's so small. Please be more careful.
So there was a colony over here.
Pathological change that bursts on.
Yes.
Hey, this isn't like operating on a human. You need to be careful.
Empezamos.
Great, keep at it. The discolored area is getting smaller.
The discolored area.
It's turned into a tumor. Could you...
Of course.
The excised area is hemorrhaging. Cauterize it to perform hemostasis. Hemostasis complete. Excellent. Please retrieve the excised tumor. The tumor has been extracted. Let's continue the treatment.
Ahí está.
The discolored area has disappeared. We've retrieved all the foreign objects that she swallowed. Operation complete.
Ven. No estaba mal. Una vez, por Dios. Nada.
It was a difficult operation.
Oh no. If I could have been better.
Huh. There's a point where excessive modesty...
Phew. Operation complete. Thank you for your support.
¿Dónde se ha comido 2 cachos de hueso el gato?
This...
Mal rollo.
It's a human bone.
2 cachos de hueso.
Human bone?
¿Qué has hecho, Cloe?
Yes. This has to be the cause of Chloe's pathological change. And those black bruises when the colonies ruptured.
Do you think it's tied to the cause of the quarantine?
I don't know. We'll need to investigate this. Let's split. If I look into this bone, can you do a biopsy?
Yes. I'll see what I can do.
Seguramente ahora tocará un capítulo de investigación. Correctísimo. Demonios y muertes como nombre de capítulo. Vamos a hacer el tirón, venga. Venga.
Huh?
That old geezer. Safe my ass.
You look like you're having fun. Just what are you doing?
Huh? Ah, Naomi. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
You seem relaxed. The quarantine's got everyone in a fit.
Yeah, I know. I just escaped from the middle of that mess.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, let's talk inside. I can't let them find me here.
Es un fugitivo ahora.
Unbelievable. And so you brought these bones with you?
Se llevó los huesos al final.
Well, yeah. Can you
No,
reconstruct them?
reconstruir. No.
This is nonsense. How do you know this tells us anything?
I don't. But you'll do it, right? There might be something.
La grabadora de los muertos.
I can see arguing is a waste of time. Fine.
All right. I'll reconstruct the body. You take the head.
A ver si pues a reconstruir la
I can
cabeza.
see why your marriage didn't last very long.
¡Ja! Toma chazo. Y en algún momento explicarán por qué tiene poderes. Vais de rápido. ¡Mal rollo! ¡Mal rollo! Muy mal rollo, sí, sí.
The devil.
Huh? What? Is that your voodoo hotline again?
Let's get started now. I'll take this room.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm counting on you, Doctor.
Joder.
The devil, huh? What did you see?
No.
There you are, Dr. Kimishima. I've been looking...
Well. What are you...
Don't be that way.
I'm sure you could, if you told me what...
I don't really know anything.
Fine, whatever. You can at least...
Yes, of course. That's
El
why I
bicho
came.
acá y nos va a ayudar.
There's no telling.
Right. Say, who was here a moment ago?
An old friend.
No, that's no... Oh,
Our goal is to determine sex, race, age...
Pensaba que
it's going to be
necesitaba.
difficult with no
I'm well aware of
Igual es
that.
la niña.
Still, we'll have
Sí,
to do our best.
seguramente.
First, we'll have to reconstruct it's not very likely to help us determine the cause.
Doctor, the pieces may be contaminated. I'll get you a sterilized suit and a mask.
Yes, thank you. A skeleton kept hidden in... Who are you? Let's begin.
Pues comenzamos autopsia. What? Vale. Tenemos los efectos personales. Es una absurdez.
This. It's a blood... If it was caused by physical
Era
trauma,
paciente
that
cero,
would be...
seguramente. No hay daño en la ropa, diría yo. Sí.
Yes. Either there's a reason why...
Pues nada, no creo que haya nada más. Por lo menos yo ahora mismo no lo veo. Hola,
Is this a suit?
hola. A ver, de la puta manga, de verdad.
If this
Venga.
skeleton belonged to someone with a... Whoever this is might be kept in the... If I ask little guy about this, it might be easy to...
Este bolsillo no tiene nada. Creo que ya... Ahora con volver a mirarlo veremos al momento. Sí, hay algo más que todavía no he encontrado. Ya no he visto.
Is this...
A ver, no, ya los bolsillos. Son mala leche tener que
Maybe
buscar
little guy
cosas en
will be
los
able to find out
bolsillos.
something.
A la ropa ya no hay más nada. Vamos a buscarnos a reconstruir el cráneo primero. Como odio esto. Bueno, empecemos. Empecemos por los fáciles. No. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, tengo que girarlos también, no me jodas. No me jodas. Ah, que se encaja ahí, pero que no... Vale, un lado hecho. Me faltan 200 más. Y encima ahora la puta es que hay que girarlos y tal, ¿no? A ver, este puede ser de aquí. No. Parece sí. sé tú de dónde vienes. Nada. A ver, no vas a ver. Tú vas ahí. Tú vienes aquí. No, tú no vas aquí. Tú sí. No. Por un momento pensé que sí. Me estoy rayando. Un poco. Vale. Así poco a poco, no hay prisa ninguna. Lo que más me preocupa es toda esta parte de aquí abajo. Joder, que toca pelotas. Sí, es muy toca pelotas esto. Vale, te pillé. Me pillé doblado, ¿sabes? Otro lado por aquí. Nada. Mira. Otra más. Vale, y ya la última, por fin, joder. Toca pelota. No, comencemos por los fáciles. Y ya está. Ya no hay más. Se acabó el show. De pegar tachos así con el Wiimote. Así no debe de ser, pero para nada. Es la forma esta. No veo nada que tenga esa forma. Tú quizás. Tortura de chinos es esto, tortura. ¿Por qué me queréis torturar? Ahora tú encajas ahí. Tú encajas aquí. Tú encajas ahí. Tú encajas ahí. Bien, 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 bien. Ya poco a poco van encajando las malditas piezas. Tú encajas ahí. Tú igual puedes encajar aquí. ¿No? Tú sí. Ahora sí encajas. No. Así sí. Y ya toma. Joder. Venga, y ahora ya el locurón máximo. El locurón máximo del todo. Bueno, pieza a pieza. Encajas ahí, otra que sea así semi larga, no está demasiado larga. Esto al menos por los huesos y tal no es tan difícil de hacerlas encajar. O sea, por los huesos de la cara y eso se ve no es tan chungo de encajarlo. ¿Por qué no encajaste aquí? Si tiene toda la forma. No sé. Nariz, ¿dónde estás? Nariz, naricilla. Y me suena siquiera. Poco. No me faltan cachos. Yo diría que el cacho este de la barbilla me falta, pero del tirón. Ahora tú ibas ahí, cabronías. Tú vas aquí. Tú vas aquí. Tú aquí. Tú aquí. Y me falta ese cacho.
All the fragment. Does this mean there's a missing? In any case, the skull can't be fully put unless the missing section is found.
El
There's
del
nothing more-
gato. Se comió el puto gato, seguro. No están por aquí. Pero si están... Cago en tu vida. Si sé que... Estoy seguro que son las piernas que se comió el gato. Pero segurísimo. Bueno, tenemos ahora varias cosas que hacer.
The missing area of skull is the section Cloe had swallowed pieces of human.
Ahí lo tienes.
After Cloe swallowed the bone fragments, the mysterious foci, there's something...
Oh, Dr.
Acuérdese conmigo de
Kimishima,
WhatsApp
that
en
man
el
came by a
canal.
moment ago.
That man? Who are you
The, friendly guy. He said something.
Ah, you mean Gabe. All right.
I've gone ahead and put the skull with the rest of the skeleton. You...
Good, you're on top of things. Can you...
Oh, right. There, what the person was roughly 180. A histologic examination of the bone detected 15 types of it. There was also a very high... I've sent the results of the analysis to your computer. Please check it out when you need to.
Good, I'll look into it. It's pop...
Pues ahora vamos a ver qué puedo investigar de todo
Hey,
esto.
little guy. Can you tell...
A key. This is a...
Magnets? What could a key like that...
probably a safe or something else high security.
I see. Can you find out where... What's wrong? Is there a problem?
We don't have a clue where this key... It'll take a long time to find out any specific...
That's fine. It's still better than me trying to find...
Well, we are a nationwide organization.
I'll let you handle it.
Vale, ponte... Él se dedica a la llave.
Little guy, I need you to...
Of course.
Right. I need you to check the skeleton's DNA and see if that...
No problem.
Do you have the results yet?
Hey, don't rush me, please. It seems that the DNA matches.
Huh, I see. If this hemorrhaging wasn't caused by I need this bone analyzed, little guy. Be careful.
Oh, can you warn me a little? Give me a moment, please.
Well, did you find...
No, I've...
Is that...
What's so odd about...
This is the bone that Cloe... When she did, the same black focus that the patients... According to what Gabe said, the serviceman who had been investigating...
¿Cómo? A ver, hemorragia y flores.
So, in other words, the pathogen...
Un virus letal. Sí.
Right. This bone carries a...
Virus? A virus requires living cells, so... This virus not only...
Can you really say that such a thing is impossible? That's not like you. Everything we've seen up until now has taught us something. That there are diseases out there that defy all our understanding and what we think...
All right. That doesn't mean that all the mysteries have been solved. How does this virus live inside, and why aren't we infected with the hemorrhagic fever?
I really can't say at this point. It's possible this... Or perhaps the skeleton had been contaminated after... In any case, we'll need to continue investigating.
Right.
However, I can explain why you and I have...
What?
Well, according to what Gabe was told by the...
Se contagia por el aire.
That's right. They concluded that this was because the infection wasn't spreading. If that's the case, it's unlikely that the virus is dispersed.
Then...
Well, in Chloe's case, the...
No me acuerdo si en los intestinos o en el estómago. O debajo de los huesos. Debajo de los huesos. ¿Sí?
Indeed. The black foci only existed in areas that, taking that into consideration...
A ver... Mucosa... ¿Puede ser? Sí.
Yes. In other words, the...
I see. But what about the Usamrid? I highly doubt that he'd be chewing on...
There must be an explanation for how that other service... Hey, little...
Sure. Haven't an eye out.
Yes, but I want to know more.
Like what?
We know now that the bloodstain comes from the same person, but there was no obvious damage to the deceased. Can you investigate in detail into what kind of hemorrhaging?
I see. All right.
Of course. I'll be counting on you.
Vayas investigándose.
Little guy? I need you.
Yes, of course.
I found this in the deceased's personal articles.
I see. So you want me to run?
You're good at picking up on these things.
This is the kind of thing that we do at the FBI. I'll look into what's in these ampules and see if the syringes... It's going to take a while, so...
Of course.
Investigándose también. Ahora vamos a ver el cuerpo, bueno, los huesos. De primera le falta una pierna, está negra, así que se la corto. Como que nada particular. Que tenga manchas negras no es particular, te voy a mandar. Cáncer de hueso.
It's hard to think that an external force could cause
Cáncer de hueso.
this. But why?
El hueso más duro, esto ya lo aprendimos en un caso anterior.
Yes. It was the same in the case when that girl Veronica was, but the femur is the strongest among all. What could have broken this so...
Sigamos explorando.
What's this? These scratches... Looks like I need to look into what caused...
Ahora mismo no veo nada más. Pero acá no sé nada. Le falta un cacho de costillar no significa nada. Y que le falta un brazo ni nada de eso. Muy bien, doctora. Vale, bueno, pues te dice que ya no... Ahora que ya no vamos a aprender más nada. Vamos a darle al Little Guy todo esto para que lo investigue.
Little guy, I need this...
Right away.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Bone abrasion.
Bone abrasion?
Normally, wherever bones meet, there's a layer. In this case, the knee. That pad that prevents damage like this from occurring in most people. The signs of wear I see here are consistent with the bone.
So these are...
El menisco se forma por greda.
Indeed. This would mean that the meniscus, but... What would...
No.
Little guy, can I bother...
Yes, of course.
I want your opinion on this
Oh, okay.
Well?
Well, this bone is hollow on the inside.
Did this fracture...
I can't say about the fracture, but the loss in bone density...
It seems safe to assume that the fracture was caused by the decrease in bone...
Otra pista. No.
Hey, little guy? Can you...
Yes, of course.
How does it look?
Yes, there's no discoloration on the bone tissue in the area that...
I see. Does this mean that whatever happened here...
That's right. I don't think it could have happened. From looking at the damaged area, it seems the bone had been shaved...
A router? The only reason I...
A tomar una muestra, ¿sí? Así se infectó
That's right. There's a good chance they shaved a sample from the bone in order...
Yes, you need small fragments for the high-detail analysis. What's wrong?
The researcher at USAMRIID was infected. Using a router on the bone would cause particles of pulverized... If the researcher came down with the disease after... That's right. Now we're starting to see how the serviceman and the virus rests the root of infection. Yes, it's when it comes in reaching a mucous membrane within the mouth or body causes that. There's no way that a researcher would lick or swallow a bone. However, the USAMRIID staff, in order to obtain that...
Lo
he used a
pulverizó
router to shave away a portion of the bone.
y se le metió un poco a la boca y infección.
This is likely what caused... The reason for this is... Yes. Shaving bone with a router caused... It's likely that the researcher inhaled some of that powder, while the powder then carried the infection and made... That is my hypothesis to explain...
¿Cómo ven? ¿Y ahora qué? No hay nada nuevo, así que...
Abnormal decrease in bone density. What we can deduce from these two...
Los huesos se debilitan.
Yes. Both these conditions furthermore, I believe that both these processes happened while... If these conditions allow us, it would be that this person was severely debilitated.
Dr. Kimishima.
The syringe. The one that was...
Oh, yes. Interferon.
Slow down a second.
It's the medicines that were confirmed to be...
All that was in there?
Seriously, I don't understand. Every antiviral drug...
Antiviral?
There was even an ampule of Ashvins in there.
Ashvins?
It's a medicine that hasn't been fully authorized by the FDA. It's an excellent antiviral drug, but there were some...
Just...
Okay, let's see. It draws on the patient's calcium to suppress viral activities. If used in excess, the subject will become the body then draws calcium from the bones and it leads to all sorts of complications.
A drug that robs...
Well, that isn't its purpose, of course.
I see. The deceased had a large amount of antiviral drugs, along with a dangerous, unapproved drug that... Yes, it seems that the large amounts of antiviral drugs found and an ampule of Ashvin. The reason that Ashvin's was never...
Consume calcio.
Indeed. Ashvin's consumes large... A 50-kilogram person's body contains 1 kilogram of calcium. 99% of that is in the bones. In other words, the side effect of the...
Que baja la densidad de los huesos.
Yes. What first comes to mind, considering the information that's been gathered, so this person likely administered the...
A sí mismo. Se
Yes,
administraba a sí mismo.
the first piece of evidence support...
No sé. El fémur fracturado, sí.
The complete fracturing of the femur. The stronger continuing on, the second...
La cantidad de nitrógeno en los huesos, puede ser. No sé. No, la pérdida del menisco.
Yes. The loss, thus, we can deduce that the person's weakened was due to the side effect. I have a bad feeling.
Pues.
Yes, it seems that these bones passed on the viral hemorrhagic fever, and whoever they had been taking large doses of antiviral drug. It's likely that this person...
Se está usando como no.
Concentrate.
A ver. Está con el virus.
Yes. This individual had been in that virus. If
that's the case, then...
I should stop making conjectures. I need some hard evidence. Hemorrhagic fever causes hemorrhaging from all over the body. Along with... If we could find traces of that... Is something wrong?
Oh, well, we just received... It says that the blood stain on the person's clothing contains...
Saliva? If that's the case... Yes, it came through the mouth. That would explain why there were no signs of damage to the... The blood stain on the clothing was due to the viral hemorrhagic fever causes bleeding from vomiting blood is one of the signs of the... This person died of viral... The evidence that I'm drawing that concludes...
No sé. La evidencia de que esta persona murió de hemorragia por fiebre. No sé, yo diría esta. Vale.
That's right. If this person was... I highly doubt that they'd go on without doing something. Thus, the traces of vomited blood on the clothing indicate...
Prueba única. Entonces la otra que tenemos que pasa.
We finally figured out the cause of death.
Yes. Long before the pandemic that is current, this person caught and died of the viral hemorrhagic fever. Who in the world...
Dr. Kimishima.
Go on.
I've noticed something.
I'm all ears.
Well, this antiviral it was rejected by the FDA for its stain. That, along with the large... These things aren't available to the general.
You have a point. Someone who would have access...
In the health or...
Indeed. It would be someone who has the knowledge of these new drugs. It would also be someone who has the authority to obtain such information.
That's what I think.
It's fantastic. How can we identify this individual?
But all we have is...
That shouldn't be a problem. If this person is in the health profession, then the FBI... By studying the bones, we can narrow down just...
Why'd you ask me if you already knew the answer to your own question?
We don't have time for... Look up details about skeletons in our... Send what you find over to my computer.
Yikes. There, I found them.
Now it's time for the grand reveal. Let's come... Then we can confirm Jeff...
Blanc. A ver, bajar cajones. 80.000 millones de partes. A ver, vamos a guardar primero.
15 types of amino acids. There was a very high concentration. If I compare this information...
Llevo 2 meses porque si no el resto me parece mucho. ¿No?
That was careless.
2 años, bol. Que tú lo dices.
That's right. We can assume that this... Someone had this disease 2 years ago? This fact alone won't get us anywhere. But if I...
sé ahora qué hago. Ahora sí. Ah, vale.
The cranial sutures have begun to fuse, but they aren't. This is what's causing the cranial sutures to resemble broken.
Ahora se fijan eso.
I recall that the cranial sutures contain.
Falta algo más. Algo que antes no nos importaba, pero ahora sí. Ahora en la pelvis.
We can determine something from the shape of...
A ver, ahora mezclar esas las dos cartas que hemos pillado con las dos que ya había ahí y poco más. Nos falta una más. Los ojos.
The skull has triangular... Is there any information that can be deduced?
Diría que ya sé que sí. Pues empecemos.
That's right. A person's age at death can be... The cranial sutures here have partially fused.
Ni puta idea. Vamos a decir 50. Humo. Vaya voleo. Pues muy bien. Y yo asumo que es el doctor. El doctor este que es el padre de CRS01.
Yes. The fusing, in other words, it means that this person was around. An individual's gender can be, according to the materials at hand.
Un hombre. Hablaron.
Yes. Thus, we can deduce that this... The German physician Blumenbach established one point mentioned in determining a person's race by comparing this with the material...
American, diría yo. ¿No? Caucásico.
What could I do with that?
¿Qué?
Indeed. This skull, a Caucasian male in his 50s who died. All the information we need has been. Now we'll be able to figure out who's.
Caso hecho. Bien. Bueno, caso.
We couldn't identify this body after all. But there is an important fact that I understand now. First, let's sort out what we do now. We'll talk later. First is the time since death. The card with that is...
Lleva muerto. Esta.
Yes.
Porque
The
son un
nitrogen
campo.
and amino acids in the bones prove that. Remember, the body's soft tissue was gone before it was found. This suggests that the body wasn't underwater or buried. Next, I have the card stating the gender of the body.
Sí, esta es fácil.
Correct.
Ahí toma
The shape of the
pelvis.
pelvis, the face, and bones prove that. However, he had a thin build. He could hardly be muscular. Next, the age. This card tells our findings.
50 tajos.
Yes, the cranial sutures have fused with age. This proves that this person was at least in his 50s. It's possible to determine his race as well. This card shows my conclusion based on the evidence.
Ay.
Racial differences are mainly exhibited in skull shape. The eye sockets, cheekbones, nose ridge, it's clear.
Está claro. Sí. Sí.
Our next clue is his occupation. Now, this is only speculation,
Era un doctor.
but I believe this card shows what he did for a living.
Doctor.
Yes, if the items belong to him, he was in medicine. In addition, it's likely that he worked in pathology. Now then, what was the cause of his untimely
Ya se nos
demise?
quedan 2 cartas, ya
This
es
card
imposible
shows that
fallar.
reason.
Sí, más que nada porque la última se empezó de ser la
A
otra.
virus living within a corpse long after the host dies. I don't want to believe it, but bones don't lie.
Los huesos no mienten. Joder.
The virus passes into the mucous membranes on contact. He died like the man Gabe diagnosed, hemorrhagic fever. He understood what was happening. He knew why he died. He knew, and it shows, in the last words he had to say.
A ver.
My son, forgive me. I was enticed by the devil.
That is the truth, illuminated by the light of this life.
Aleluya.
With this in mind, I can use the data to find an individual.
Sí, además tenemos una llave que, sabiendo quién es, seguro que podemos... He's... What? Who?
Hey! Hey, you listening? Where are you going?
Just be quiet and follow me. We need to talk to the chief. Chief, I'd like to speak with you.
¿Pero quién es?
What did you say?
It may be hard to believe, but listen to me, please. The bones Gabe came here with contained the infectious virus. But since the infection is not carried by air, the chances of these bones being a source of pandemic is low. However, they may still be a clue to finding a solution.
I can't believe the two of you could find out so much.
No, this is just a coincidence. Still, Dr. Tachibana should be done with a biopsy on the same virus.
Vector of infection's unknown, but we've ID'd it. You think we'll make it in time?
It's near hopeless. The disease advances too rapidly. The infected will all die before we finish the DNA analysis.
Damn it. Isn't there any other lead we can follow?
This isn't a clue, but I have one more thing I must report.
You must report?
A ver.
I compared the reconstructed bones to our database.
¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe?
Only one person was a match for the data we had.
¿Quién?
Who is it?
El doctor francés.
Him?
Yes, Albert Sard, a professor of virology, who vanished after the Cumberland College incident.
O sea, que fue el que lo hizo. Putísimo. Putísimo. O sea, el capítulo 7 terminado. En el 8 toca María Chávez. Uf. Pero lo veremos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta ahora. Hi, hi.